My name is Andy Cason of the Football Card Quest, and you're listening to the NoOffSeason.com Sports Card Content Network. Be sure to subscribe to all of our podcasts, including Sports Card Strategy, Hoops and Cards, and my show, Football Card Quest, dedicated to football cards, research, and selling tips. We're all working together to help you fund your PC and enjoy the hobby, and we live by the motto, there is no off-season.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Paul Hickey here with NoOffSeason.com. Feels like a long time since I've been with you all, since I missed Monday's show, but it is Thursday, October 19th. We are here for the Sports Card Strategy Show and Tell. It is your show. Good morning to everybody. We've got some live chat love here. Paul Schmitz, Buckeye Dill in the house, Southern Soccer Idiot, Evan Bell, and Baseball Card Curmudgeon. Good to see all of you. Connor and Sonia are in the house in the studio right now. And we've got some content from Paul Schmitz, Southern Soccer Idiot, and Connor. So I'm excited to get rolling into that. Don't forget, though, that at nooffseason.com, you can get a free 30-day trial of our premium membership. There is phenomenal content going up every day from Dr. Crack Chad Gill, from Connor, from myself, from Lefty. We've got the Overflow show coming tomorrow. A lot of great content there. So for those of you who are premium members, you can ask an unlimited amount of questions by going to nooffseason.com/ask. And we always answer them on the Overflow show every week. So typically it's you're just 1 to 4 days away from an in-depth answer from all of our experts to your questions to help you build your sports card investment portfolios. And don't forget that you can text sports cards to 1-833-992-5727 to get your sell alerts. We sent one out about Malik Willis earlier in the week, and I actually debated sending out sell alerts for Giovanni Reyna, who scored 2 goals in the match against Ghana right here in Nashville, Tennessee for Team USA. We hadn't seen Gio Reyna really do anything in a long time. So my initial thought was, wow, if you've been holding Gio Reyna cards, might not be a bad time to offload them in a nice 10-day auction. Also, Julio Jones signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Thought about sending a sell alert out for Julio Jones. Haven't done that yet because we haven't dug into the data enough to understand whether or not it's time to actually sell those cards. But putting you on notice that those are the types of things that you get text alerts about when you text sports cards to 1-833-992-5727. We want you to be able to crystallize your profit at the right time. Rusty Immigart in the house. What's up, card nerds? Fly Heat Cards in the house. Good morning to you as well. A lot of the loyal listeners here. And for those of you who are able to make it in the live chat, watching live on YouTube, please drop us a note in the live chat. We want to show you some love. We want to answer any questions that you might have and, talk about what's going on the show and tell today. We've got some great submissions. We've got Connor and Maddox Yoast from the Nashville Card Show this past weekend. We got SSI, we got Buckeye Dill, we got Barry Siff, new premium member, Marty the Friel Deal, and then we're gonna round out the show with a great eBay watch list segment from our very own Dr. Crack Chad Gill. So good morning to Global. And Paul Schmitz, you were in Nashville last weekend. Were you at the show, Buckeye Dill? Because I was out of town. Was heartbroken to be out of town during a big show here in Nashville, but I was out of town having some fun with the family. That's why I missed Monday's show. And Connor was there. So Connor met up with actually quite a few people from our audience at the show on Saturday. And we're going to get going here because Global's got to go to bed. So Global's in Australia. We're going to get this going so Global can watch the show and then go to bed. But for those of you who are listening on Apple and Spotify, please DM me on Instagram at Sports Card Strategy so we can connect. All right, everybody. And of course, definitely drop a like on the YouTube channel, drop a comment below on the YouTube channel, and we will reply. All right, Buckeye Dill was at the Georgia Vandy football game. That's cool. Nice. All right, well, Buckeye Dill, I am going to see your Buckeyes take on my Spartans at the shoe. on November 11th. So I'm going to be there with my son. So we're excited about that boys trip. All right, let's get into it, everybody. Up first is our very own Connor Barnett, head of content here at nooffseason.com. And he's got a little recap of the Nashville card show, the Nash-ional, and our guy Maddox Yoast. You'll learn more about who Maddox is and what he's doing in this awesome submission from Connor. Connor, take it away, man.
Sports Card Strategy Show and Tellers. Connor Barnett back here this week for submissions. This past weekend, I was able to head over to the Music City Cards and Collectibles Show, aka the National. I was fortunate enough to be able to meet up with some listeners as well as familiar faces to film some content to put into segments for the next couple of weeks of show and tell entries. This week, we'll be sitting down with Maddox Yoast. Maddox is a 17-year-old card flipper who is currently in high school taking an entrepreneur course where his main business is flipping sports cards. Maddox was kind enough to sit down with us this weekend at the show to kind of discuss his strategies, business model, and what he was looking to pick up while at the show. Keep your eye out for our next couple entries where we get together with both Barty Neal as well as Card Snatcher. They've got some pretty cool stuff too. Thanks guys, let's get into it. What's up, Sports Card Strategy Show and Tellers? My name is Connor Barnett. Today I'm here with Maddox Yoast. Maddox, thanks for taking the time today, brother. I think a lot of you guys today will be pretty interested in this submission. Maddox is doing some pretty sweet things, which is actually how he knows Paul. So Maddox, tell us a little bit about what you're doing, the course you're kind of taking, and what your business is.
So I'm Maddox. On Instagram, it's m.pokeworld. 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now, actually, I started just with $200 in a dream to just take this sports card empire and, you know, build it up into something where it's a job, but it's also a hobby and something I love so much. And, you know, me being 17, there's just so much money to be made, friends to be made, you know, fun activities that actually go on in the sports card world, I guess, here.
The realm.
We're at a card show, you know. I love this place. 3 years ago, my mom bought me just like a Pokemon box, and I started with Pokemon. I opened it, I sold a card for like $3, and I was like, oh my, I can make money with this. Like, this will be a fun hobby. And I've done it ever since. That's really how it all got started. But now I just flip sports cards, Pokemon, but I mostly do sports cards right now.
Yeah, and you're doing some pretty impressive numbers. I think a lot of people listening might be envious of the portfolio that you're throwing together right now.
Yeah.
What kind of cards are you looking for to flip? Price. Let's talk price ranges. Let's talk sports. Let's talk categories and things like that, and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe share some of your strategy a little bit for the listeners.
So basically what I do, I buy mostly football and basketball. I do a little bit of baseball. Only the bigger names. Right now, I'm looking for Jackson Holliday, as Paul advised me. And also looking, you know, still looking for Ohtani. You know, it's a good time to buy him. He's still low. And, you know, there's a few other good guys, Ellie, you know, people like that, where you could just flip. Their prices aren't too high but aren't too low, to where the demand is still there for them. For basketball, I'm taking a different approach. I'm looking for those early rookies, you know, Chet, looking for Wembanyama, who's coming in. Looking for those guys like coming in right now, and who are going to be hot in the very near future. And then for football, I'm really just looking for, you know, anything, to be honest with you. I go through so many cards so quickly, and I ship out packages, probably 50 a week, anywhere from 30 to 60 packages a week, out to clients of mine. These cards have really brought me somewhere, but football especially. Looking for those hot rookies, but we're also looking for legends. We're looking for Tom Brady. We're looking for Jerry Rice. We're looking for those autos, the short prints, the stuff you can't really get anymore. And especially for like basketball, we're looking for Kobe. We're looking for LeBron, Jordan, you know, all those people, to where there's enough demand for these cards because of how little there are.
Right.
And then we're also just looking for those guys, for football at least, you know, the new guys coming up, you know, Malik. I mean, these are just a few cards that I've picked up at the show. And, you know, I'm looking for Tua, Trevor, Josh Allen.
Sure.
You know, I just got a Josh Allen, actually, Genesis. Looking for T-Law. Looking for... a little bit of Fields. Fields is down right now because of everything that's happened. He hasn't played very well, but yeah, I'd say that's my strategy right now. For football, we're looking for nothing under $40 to $50, and we're looking for up to $5,000 cards. For basketball, you know, the only reason we're spending more than $5,000 or even spending more than $2,000 would be a legend like LeBron or Jordan or Kobe.
Awesome. Good stuff, Maddox.
Yeah.
And we were, a second ago, we were talking about school. I know you're applying at colleges and kind of touring colleges.
Yeah.
But this is almost like a full-time gig for you right now.
Right.
You're actually taking kind of like a bridge course, an entrepreneurial bridge course, where this is your business within that course.
Right.
What's the long-term goal here with sports cards or card flipping in general?
I mean, I love it. It's kind of a job to me, but it's also, I've never seen it as a job, you know? It's just so much fun. You know, you make the money, you get to meet friends, you get to travel to shows, and all the cards pay for all of that, you know? And, you know, so I guess the long-term goal would be going to the shows, traveling the country while it's free. And I guess, you know, the cards are paying for it, so, I mean,
Sure.
Why not do it? You know, I'm going up to Chicago soon. We're going down to Atlanta with Paul in January for Culture Collision.
Yep.
And then there's just a few more shows that, even Nashville here, I mean, it's been popping. I just got cashed out. You know, today's a good day. You know, any day you get cashed out by someone, you know it's a good day. So, yeah, I wouldn't say I have a end goal and plan yet, or end goal in the plan. But it's eventually gonna end, and it's gonna be sad, and I'm gonna have to move on to something else. But I think during college I'll still keep it up for a little bit.
Sure.
Or, you know, at least on and off, because I still have the skill of it.
Yeah, you're good at it, man. I've seen some of the numbers that you've put together, so really appreciate you taking the time today, brother.
Absolutely.
Best of luck to you moving forward, and yeah, thanks.
Great job, Connor. And Maddox, it doesn't have to end. It does not have to end. It shouldn't end. You know, the funny thing is listening to Maddox talk, it's like, and I've talked to him quite a bit because he's here in Franklin, the Franklin area with Connor and I, I think he thinks that, you know, you go to college and your card flipping game has to end. And we talked to J&J's Sports Cards on Instagram. We talked to him at the National. If you guys remember, it was a sports card strategy show and tell right after the National that aired, where it was a similar age, like Maddox is 17. I think the gentleman from J&J's Sports Cards was around the same age, and they were going into college. They're going into college this upcoming year, and I think they both have kind of this tone where it's like, well, I'm going to have to stop doing this when I'm in college. I could see like logistics are changing, right? Because you're moving addresses, you know, maybe your focus is going to be more on getting the university education. And that's great. I'm not saying don't get the university education, but I'm saying the card flipping game doesn't have to end and it shouldn't end. And here's why, because you have people like Connor, myself, Lefty, Chad, Barry Siff in the audience, Paul Schmitz. The list goes on and on. Oh My Shoes, Craig's Cards 11 is in the house. Oh My Shoes is in the house. We've got somebody from Twitch here in the house. Valvez BTW. Not sure if you're into flipping cards, if you're just jumping in the stream to say what's up. But anyway, we've got like people of all ages, from 17 to 65, 70. And so I really think that Maddox, you need to keep it going, man. You need to keep it going. He's killing the game. What I like about him is he makes smart moves. He's buying. You saw that he had like a Malik Willis and an Ezekiel Elliott there. Those are going to be the lower dollar cards, but he had autos, and the Malik Willis was like a Contenders optic rookie ticket auto with a photo variation. Like, so those aren't going to be, like, I don't think he's out there buying a ton of Malik Willis or Ezekiel Elliott. He's getting those in lot deals with other cards, and he's taking them because they happen to be that short print rookie auto. Ezekiel's wasn't a rookie auto, and those aren't going to be worth as much, but he's not paying that much for those cards. Now, he mentioned Jackson Holliday and Shohei Ohtani. Now, for those of you who So I think that there's like different segments to our audience, right? Like you've got people like me and others who have a lot of stuff going on in their lives and they have families and things like that. Maybe ages say 35 to 65. I'm just going to throw that random number out there. Not that people younger than that don't have families and other stuff going on. But I think when you're in the age range of like 35 to 65, you're not always able to travel around to card shows and make it to local card shows and, be on the grind. Like we've got Lonnie Conley and we've got a lot of guys that are on the grind, but I know even Lonnie Conley and his partner, Chris Knights, like they have to take breaks from it because they have families and stuff. So they're not able to get to every single thing. They also have a presence online. My point is when you're in a certain period of your life, you have to do more things online than you can do in person. And so what I do is most of my stuff is online. I love going to card shows and I love trying to pick that stuff up. I think Maddox is at a point where he's been doing most of his stuff in person or in Discord. When he's online, he's not always on eBay. He's on like social media and Discords, trying to avoid the eBay fees, and that's very crafty. But what I'm saying is you can still be competitive in the flipping game, making money in the flipping game, even with all the other stuff that you have to do. You just might not be able to spend as much time at shows or on Discords. You might need to be eBay only or something like that. And so Andy, I don't think you can take as many risks. So I'm not taking as many risks because I don't have as much time. So I'm going into safer plays that are higher dollar, like this Jackson Holliday Bowman Chrome First base auto out of 2022 Bowman draft. I'm targeting cards like this right now. I'm all in on Jackson Holliday. And I think that this one could gem. I'm gonna send it into PSA in a bulk submission with some other cards. Shohei Ohtani is another name that Maddox mentioned. And the reason why I'm kind of trying to break this down and unpack it is because I think if you're like me and you can only spend so much time flipping cards because of all your other commitments, you're going to want to go into what I call the safer plays, like the Jackson Holidays, buying at the right time, which is right now. The Shohei Ohtani is buying at the right time, which is now, because Shohei is going to have moments as early as January, February, whenever he announces where he's going to play moving forward in his career. That's going to be a huge marker to sell his cards. So he's not in the news right now for any reason. And so I agree with Maddox. It's a phenomenal time to buy Shohei Ohtani cards. I think that you can be a little riskier with some of the short-term things that Maddox was talking about when you have more time to be quick with it. For example, like a quick flip out of 2023 Mosaic Football. That's not going to have a long runway. Quicker flips like related to this NFL season, like that Malik Willis card. Like I hope to God Maddox is selling that right now, because we sent out a Malik Willis sell alert. I think he's probably going to go back on the bench either for Will Levis or Ryan Tannehill at some point, but he did play this week. And so I think I have seen a spike in his card value. But great stuff from Connor and Maddox. More to come from Connor in the coming weeks in terms of interviews. If you want to do an interview with Connor like that at a show, or myself or somebody from our team, email us at paul@nooffseason.com, Connor at nooffseason.com. That's CONNER at nooffseason.com. And Sonia is still helping us run the show and tell. Sonia at nooffseason.com. If you've already got that email, you could always email her as well. SONIA at nooffseason.com. So we're going to keep the show and tell going here. And up next is SSI. SSI, what do you have for us today, man? You got a little streak going. I love it. I think this is 3 weeks in a row for SSI. Take it away, man.
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Thank you for the introduction, Paul. Hope everyone's show and tell is going well. You're enjoying the show. This is Kevin, the Southern Soccer Idiot, and I have another video for you today. Again, my face will not be on the screen, so count your blessings once again. Today, I am going to do a little bit of soccer prospecting with you. I'm going to share some cards that I've picked up recently between some local shows here in Alabama, and then also a couple of online purchases, and then one card that I was lucky enough to pull at the last show that I participated in from a blaster box. Let's jump right into it. The first card here and the first player. This player is Mohammaed Ali Cho. He is a winger for Real Sociedad in La Liga, which is the Spanish First Division. This is his Panini Contenders autograph card, Contenders autograph, number 212 of 299. This is a rookie card, as you see here on the right. Mohammaed Ali Cho is a Frenchman that plays in the Spanish division. Like I said, he's 19 years old. His transfer value at the moment is only $12.2 million, which I'm not sure if a lot of you are aware of how transfer fees work. We'll go into that maybe another time, but for a player his caliber, $12.2 million, in my opinion, is quite low. I think he is a real sleeper for what could be a really solid future investment if you can get some of his cards cheap. He's only made 7 appearances this year so far. He has 1 start. Like I said, he is a French player, so if he gets onto the French national team, his stock could really skyrocket. He made the move to Real Sociedad just this past year after leaving France, playing at Angers, which they are now in the 2nd division in France. But Mohammaed Ali Cho could be a good one for the future, so keep him in mind. Number 2, another Frenchman. This is Desiree Doué. By the way, I got this card, the Doué card, and the next one I'll show you. I got those at basically like a $1 box at a show recently. I think I got all 3 of them for a total of $20, I think. Couple of flyers, and then the first 2 gentlemen, both the French guys, are kind of a flyer, and then the third guy is someone I'm really excited about. But for now, Desiree Doué, he is also a Frenchman, 18 years old, plays at Stade Rennes in Ligue 1 in France. Stade Rennes is a bit of a talent factory. They are just producing hot players left and right, sending players all over Europe for big transfer fees. Like I said, Doué, young Frenchman, 18 years old. His transfer fee is $16.3 million at the moment, which is pretty good for an 18-year-old. If he was sold at the moment, I think he would go for quite a bit higher. He has made 8 appearances this year, only 2 starts. He has scored 1 goal, but he has an average rating of 6.85 each game. The average rating of how well he plays, 6.85 for an 18-year-old, is not bad at all. He is a midfielder, and with the products that came out this year between Topps Chrome, Merlin, Stadium Club, Doué he's not one of the first-tier rookies, but he's more of like a second-tier rookie. But being only 18 years old, while you can still get him cheap, he might be a fantastic buy right now. That's just a Youthquake insert refractor there from this year's Top Chrome. Thought that was a cool card, and something looks to be pretty good shape all the way around. Fine centering, really nice surface. The third card I got in a little deal at the show, Alejandro Garnacho rookie ticket. Garnacho plays for Manchester United in England. 19-year-old Argentinian. Of course, the Argentinians always churning out talent. His transfer rating at the moment is $24.2 million, which is quite a bit for a 19-year-old. And I think if he were sold, he would actually be sold for probably 2 to 3 times that. He has only made 8 appearances so far this year in the league and 2 starts. He is a bit of a super sub. He comes off the bench and just causes all kinds of havoc out on the left wing. Very, very exciting player. He was one of the Chase rookies this year in the soccer card releases, and he is a very well-known name. Now, the next 2 cards, I sold a couple of Pele cards, and one young man in particular didn't quite have the money that I was asking for, so I asked him to throw in a couple cards just to kind of make weight, so to say. And I got these 2 cards thrown in with it. Both 2014 base prisms from the World Cup Prism release, Messi and Neymar. That is a Neymar World Cup rookie quote, so to say. And of course, the infamous Panini Prism World Cup Messi card right there. Both these cards have got a few nicks along the top there. Neither one of those would grade a 10 and maybe even not a 9. So I will probably look to just sell those raw for $25, $30, something like that, just to clear my profit for selling the Pele card. The Pele card was nothing special, by the way. A next card, Sadio Mane. This is from the 2018 Prism World Cup. This is the green and orange refractor. Sadio Mane is Senegalese. He is one of my favorite all-time players for my favorite team, Liverpool. Played on the left wing for a long time for Liverpool. Played in Bayern Munich in Germany for 1 year. And now he has moved to the Saudi Pro League for big bucks. I think I end up paying $3 for this card. Just a big fan of Mane. That's not necessarily a investment or a flyer for the future. I just thought that was a really fantastic color match. I love that Senegalese uniform with that lion's mouth right there. That is really, really cool if you take a look at that. Sadio Mane, one of the all-time greats for Liverpool. Love the guy. If you remember my last submission on Show and Tell, I had the Igor Akinfeev National Treasures from the 2018 Panini Prism World Cup, the National Treasures inserts, of course, super short print. Something to go along with that, to remember my time in Russia. I got his gold, I think that is the gold power parallel, numbered to 15, 1 of 15. Just thought that was a cool looking card. Can go alongside my national landmarks cards that I have graded and keep something in the memory bank. Now, a very, very important player that any and all of you should be paying attention to if you're interested in investing in flyers, so to say. This guy at the moment is not a flyer. He is a hot prospect and a hot player. That's Kaoru Mitoma of Brighton, the Japanese wonder kid. He's not a kid. I guess he's 24, 25. If you remember a couple submissions back, I shared my PSA reveal with you all, and I got a 10 on his 2020 Epoch card from Japan. Of course, this is a 2022-23 Premier League, or select for the Premier League over here on the left, just the blue prism. It's unnumbered. And then on the right, Panini, the 22-23 Panini Revolution, the infinite parallel. I just thought these were really, really sharp cards. They could, if they grade well, I think they will both grade well, as a matter of fact, get a really nice return on those, especially the color match blue on the left here. That is just a beautiful, beautiful card, even if it is unnumbered. And if no one's interested in buying, I'll just keep it in my PC for myself. So Kaoru Mitoma, right there, you see his name. You can look him up sometime. Great player. A lot of fun to watch. He actually did his PhD thesis. Just a quick side note: his PhD thesis in Japan on dribbling with the soccer ball. Very interesting guy. Very smart guy. Now, these two cards, let me hide the last card because I don't want to spoil the big surprise. And yes, this box is important to the last card. This card, 15? Yes, 2015 Panini Select National Pride insert. Lionel Messi, blue color match, numbered to 299. And I got two of them. Look how sharp that card is, especially for the Argentinian. Like I said, the color match for Argentinian jersey there. That blue is just beautiful. There are oranges. There are camos that are shorter print than this. There's even a red or an orange, I think. And of course, because they're fewer in number, they go for a higher price. But these blues, even though they are numbered to, like I said, 299, I guess they're the highest color or the highest numbered insert of these. These look best by far. By far, these are such better looking than the other inserts. You can look those up yourself sometime, but what a beautiful card. Those are our cards, I should say. Really excited about those. Going to be sending those in for a submission this week. Can't wait to get those back. Now, final card. I'm showing you this box for a reason. Recently, I did a card show, and as all of you know, or maybe I have mentioned before, selling soccer cards in the South is extremely trying, extremely difficult. Out of the 6 or 7 shows that I have done now, I have, only sold cards at 2 or 3 of them. I'm going to say, I'll say 7 or 8. So 4 or 5 shows that I have not sold a thing. So the last show I did about a month ago, was sitting around bored, and I noticed that one of the sellers in the other room had a ton of wax. So I go over there and see what he's got. He's got these Donruss blaster boxes, 2022, 2023 Donruss soccer blaster boxes. Had them listed for 25, and I said, hey man, how about shooting me a couple for 20 bucks? He said, okay, cool. Of course, I had my vendor tag on. I was like, I'm just gonna go rip them. I'm not gonna try to sell them, make any money or anything. I'm just bored, so just gonna give myself something to do. He's like, yeah, man, sure. The very first pack, out of the very first box from a $20 blaster box, the very first pack, I was in shock. I wish I would have been filming this for my channel and or also something to share with you all, but I do have the card to share with you all today. The very first pack of the very first box, I pulled this gem. Bam.
Let's
Kaboom
go.
for Cristiano Ronaldo. Last raw sales on those at the moment of filming. One was in the neighborhood of $650, and the other one sold for a little bit more than $1,000. This card looks absolutely beautiful. It is flawless. I'm definitely sending it in for grade, and I hope I get the upcharge on it because I'm going to send it in at the cheap bulk rate. But for a $20 blaster box, what a return that is right there. So want to share that with you all today. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a little bit of a long video, but hopefully I shared a little good information with you, and I hope to share some positive grading results with you soon. Much love, many blessings. Enjoy show and tell. See you all soon. Bye-bye.
Kevin, the Southern Soccer Idiot, great work, my man. Love the submission today. Keep them coming. And thanks for the soccer knowledge. I think we all need a little bit more soccer knowledge. So we appreciate all of the potential prospecting. The Ronaldo Kaboom is a great get. Not a sports card strategy. I want to emphasize ripping wax is not a sports card strategy. I think Marty the Friel deal coming up here in a minute is gonna emphasize that. We'll see, but SSI knows that, and we all are happy that you had some good luck there and won the lottery on a blaster box. That's phenomenal. Craig's Cards 11 is in the live chat right now talking about Jace Young. Anyone else bidding with me last night on the Jace Young Gold Auto PSA 10? Glad to add that to my collection. Dude, congrats, Craig. Hopefully we'll see a show and tell submission from you soon where you can show us that beauty. I know word on the street is that the Sports Card Strategy Show audience, courtesy of Lefty McKee, is just absolutely driving the market up for Jace Young because we've been talking about him a lot. We've got him on our sports card rankings. I think it's a good thing. I think the value of Jace Young cards will continue to go up all the way to call up, which could maybe not be until 2025. So if you guys have patience, I know Craig, I think is also a collector. So Craig, I don't know how much you're flipping, what your plan is to do with that Jace Young, but Tigers fans, you might want to keep him long-term, but flippers out there, I think you're still going to make some money on him in 2025. So I think he's going to be a good buy for a long time. Rusty McGart pumped in the comments, getting a morning break after that pull. Love it. Speaking of a great way to take a nice little coffee break from your work day here, or in Global's case, maybe an Ambien. Paul Schmidt's Buckeye Dill, what you got for us, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Let's go.
Hey, good morning, Sports Card Strategy Nation. Buckeye Dill, getting ready to submit a video for the Thursday show and tell. It's mid-October here. We're halfway through the college season. I cannot believe it. My Buckeyes have a big game Saturday against Penn State. I'm a little bit nervous and probably more unhappy that we're playing at noon. I don't know why we play games at noon instead of 3:30 or night. But anyway, digress to submission today. I finally got some cards back from PSA. It only took, I think, 67 days for this submission. I got a 22 card lot back. I'm going to show 11 cards this week and another 11 next week. Predominantly all baseball. Again, took way too long to turn some of these on eBay, so hopefully I didn't miss the boat too much. Some may need to stick around on eBay till springtime for better opportunity to sell. But hopefully you guys enjoy these, mostly modern cards here. I'm going to flip the camera around and show these 11 cards, and I look forward to seeing everybody else's submissions today. And good luck this weekend in your college or pro games. Thanks.
Hey, welcome back, Sports Card Strategy Nation. Buckeye Dill back here, getting ready to show 11 cards for the show and tell. This was, again, a recent submission of a 22 card lot I got back. A modern grading submission. These were all submitted back in August, and I didn't get them back till mid-October, so quite a long submission time, but hopefully you enjoy the results. I was pretty pleased with the results. So I'll start with the worst to first. So this is kind of an insert, not a super valuable card, but I was hoping to get a 10 on this one. This is 2022 Donruss. There's a bunch, you've probably seen these Bomb Squad. This is the pink fireworks version. This is Shohei's card. Again, I sent this in before he had his injury, so missed the boat there, and this came back an 8. So that's probably the lowest, that is the lowest grade I got. So that's the worst. I'll still be able to probably at least break even, get my grading feedback. Here's one we heard a name mentioned all summer. I think Dr. Chad loves Sal Frelick. Again, this is one I picked up as a flyer. I got it for a couple bucks at a show. His Chrome 2021 Bowman Draft looked like it should have came back at a 9 or 10, came back at 9. You can see the centering maybe left or right's a little bit off. But again, baseball season's over. His kind of hype died down a little bit, so this may be something I have to hold on until spring, unfortunately. Another name, very popular, probably the AL Rookie of the Year. This is Gunnarsson Henderson, 2019 Bowman Draft Chrome. Again, I picked a couple of these up at the National show. I thought this was going to come back 10. I'm disappointed this one came back 9. It looked pretty nice. I can't tell why they flagged it with a 9. But anyways, I'll be able to break even on that one. So not a loss, maybe just a small win, we'll say. Here's another one going back to a recommendation from Dr. Chad. I had a couple other random Shohei's. This is a 2020-18 Topps Heritage off one of his plays. Again, I kind of was thinking this one might be a 9. It's a little off-center, but based on my grading results from previous ones, I thought it was worth taking a chance for a 10. But again, I got it cheap enough that even with the grading fee, a 9, during peak times, this should easily, double my money. So even a 9 is a pretty big win for me. So happy, not as happy as I would have been. Another Shohei. Again, this is 2019. I've sent quite a few of these in. This is the Topps Chrome. This is batting stance. This is the refractor version. I sent this one. I thought this was going to be a 10 too, so I was a little bit bummed. It came back 9. Would have been a really nice hit at a 10, but still 9. We'll get my money back, and probably we'll have to wait till spring. Getting news that he is healed up from his surgery, and knock on wood that he's able to bat again. So I've got a lot of Shohei cards that are graded that need to get sold. Another card here. This is being from Atlanta, Braves were really hot. Michael Harris had a great year. Still, I think batted 9th the whole year, even almost hitting close to 300. This is a card from the 2023 Topps Heritage. This is the Chrome. It's called the Purple Hot Box Refractor. So I guess an insert, not a huge top heritage collector, but this one, it's a purple chrome, pretty cool. I got a good deal, and was hoping for a 10, came back a 9. I can't find any comparables on eBay, so I just threw up a number. Maybe it'll stick, but I was hoping the Braves would be in the playoffs. So without them in the playoffs, it may not sell as quickly as I thought. So those were the 9s. The rest are all 10s here. So again, this is another 2019 Bowman Draft Gunner Chrome. I picked this one up at the National, picked a handful of these up, and this one did gem out of a 10. So quite pleased with this, probably the Rookie of the Year. And I think once he wins that, I will throw this up on eBay, or maybe throw it up a little bit in anticipation. Should be a nice little win. Going on my Shohei streak here. This is 2020, so again, 3rd year, but a Topps Chrome. Batting stance came back gem mint 10. So again, I got this one cheap enough that even with the grading fee, should be able to double 2 to 3 times my money easily. But need him to get back to playing again. Here's a cool insert. Hopefully you can see the chrome finish here. It's a pretty cool card. This is from 2018. This is Panini Donruss Optic. So again, not a big Optic baseball collector, but I do like Shohei, and I like these inserts. And this is, again, his rookie year. This is Mound Marvels. I'm trying to turn it here so you can see the finish. So a really cool finish. It looked good and came back gem mint 10. So again, I don't know what the comp on this would be, but I think this should be a pretty nice profit when I can put it back on eBay. Last 2 cards here. Our boy Corbin Carroll, who's still in the playoffs, thankfully, probably will win NL Rookie of the Year, I believe. This is, I guess, an insert from the 2023 Bowman Chrome. This is the spotlights we've all seen. All the major players have a spotlight card. Again, these are really hard. This is kind of a crapshoot, but this one looked as clean as possible. I got it really cheap, and this did come back gem mint 10. So again, probably got this for $6 or $7 with a grading fee. I'm in for 25, 20, maybe 30, call it, and hopefully I can sell it for 75, 80, something like that. So hopefully 2-3 times my money. And lastly, Mike Trout, again, he was injured all year, so had a lot of Trout cards on hand that aren't really selling like they should. This is, again, an insert from 2022 Donruss. They have some pretty cool inserts here. This is the Marvels version, and this is Diamond. There's a couple different levels of, I think there's the Pink Fireworks, Diamond, maybe a couple others, but again, this looked as square as I could tell. Got a good deal out on eBay, and it came back at gem mint 10. So a nice little win there. So overall, in this submission, I had 1 8, 5 9s, and 5 10s. So should be able to, turn a profit on there once these get on eBay. And again, thanks for your time today. Hope everybody enjoyed, and look forward to seeing everybody else's show and tell submissions today.
Yo, Buckeye Dill, great to hear from you, my man. Good work on the grading results. Definitely, you always want more 10s than you get, but it's nice when you get all 9s and 10s and you can still break even on the 9s. Dr. Crack Chad Gill always does a great job with those plays. Don't forget to go to nooffseason.com to read all of Dr. Crack Chad Gill's plays that Buckeye Dill is talking about throughout his submission. And don't forget that in less than a week from yesterday, that's this upcoming Wednesday, October 25th, Rusty Emigart, struggling with the dates in the live chat. I see you. That's cool. I appreciate your support, my man. We are debuting on Whatnot. We are disrupting Whatnot. Singles only. We're going to be selling singles of Victor Wembanyama, some other singles that you will get as bonus cards that are nice basketball cards, courtesy of Dr. Crack Chad Gill. We're also going to be giving away premium packs to people who buy from us on that Whatnot stream. And we're also going to have a little something out of 2023 Bowman U Chrome hobby boxes for those of you who tune into that Whatnot stream. Now, if you're already on Whatnot, follow No Off Season. Go to nooffseason.com/whatnot to follow us. We're probably going to be streaming once a month, and it's going to be very relevant. It's not going to be a waste of your time spinning wheels and racing ducks and crap like that. We're going to be doing relevant content on Whatnot, selling cards, selling relevant cards, giving away a lot of stuff to our audience. And if you want a $15 credit off of your first purchase on Whatnot, go to whatnot.sportscardstrategy.com and join via that link. That really, really helps us out. So please check us out on Whatnot, October 25th, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right around the time when Victor Wembanyama makes his NBA debut for the Spurs against the Mavericks. Go to nooffseason.com/whatnot to follow us there if you're already on Whatnot. If you're not on Whatnot and you want a free $15, go to whatnot.sportscardstrategy.com. Again, I also get a lot of questions from people asking which cards to buy. And guys, that's awesome. We will answer your questions, but go to nooffseason.com and check out our rankings, man. I mean, our rankings are literally what our recommendations are. They are in order of the players that we think you should buy, and we link to the cards that we think you should buy. So that can save us all a lot of time. We love to interact with you, and we want to answer your questions, so keep them coming. But if it's just as simple as what card should I buy, definitely go check out our rankings. That's what they're there for. Go to nooffseason.com, click on the rankings tab. We've got basketball, baseball, football updated all the time. And we've got a miscellaneous ranking that includes sports like soccer, F1, hockey, and culture cards and tennis and golf and all the things. So check that out. All right. I'm really, really excited to have this man debut on the Sports Card Strategy Show and Tell. He is a loyal audience member. He is a premium subscriber to nooffseason.com. He got his premium pack recently. His name is Barry Siff. Barry, take it away. Tell us, Sports Card Strategy Show audience, all about yourself. We're excited about this submission from Barry Siff. Take it away, man.
Hi there. I'm Barry Siff, and my wife and I started collecting cards just this past May after I bought a pretty large card collection of basketball cards from my Phoenix Suns season ticket holder partner and became addicted immediately. We've had a few businesses in the past. We've been retired for a while, and when we do something, we do it full on. So I'm going to give you a sense of what we've done in the last, 5 months, and we're preparing for our very first show, which is a big Arizona card show at a convention center in Phoenix, where we hopefully will have Paul Hickey and the Strategy Show, stuff there and everything. But the real reason we're doing this is we got our premium box today. I want to show that. That was one of the most fun show and tells I've seen over the past past 6 weeks, which is as long as we've been involved. You guys have done an amazing job getting us excited. So my wife's going to give me the camera now. I'm going to take you on a little tour.
Let's go, Barry.
Yeah, what started out as all these boxes, I don't know, we had about 30 or 40 of these large boxes, and we keep them. She's organized this room with all these shelves to get them ready. These are all baseball that we have not dealt with. Baseball we have not dealt with. These are all hockey cards. These are miscellaneous UFC and NASCAR and other stuff. These boxes are all the boxes that we've made into $1 boxes ready for the show. And they're fire. I mean, they have some really, really, really great cards. We're very excited about. You can see that's basically the card room, but I'm running through here really quickly. We're under construction in this house. Here's our living room, which is covered in cards. I was away for the last couple weeks. My wife is totally organizing, so started doing the baseball cards by year, if you can believe it. So we've started doing baseball cards by year. Here we've got some more. We've got a lot of vintage, that 1960s, some really good stuff. Obviously, I've bought a lot over the last months. Our local card shop, Hot Corner Cards, does an auction every Saturday of 50 cards. It's really cool, and we've been going to that and buying lots of cards. But the biggest thing is I bought 199 slabs this past week while I was out of town, and these include everything from, Joe Burrow to, just everybody, really everybody, and very excited about that. We got a bunch of Jason Dominguez Beckett 9.5s. Where are those? Right there. That's just an example, but yeah. What?
Should we crack them?
Should we crack them? That's my wife just asked, should we crack them? There's a lot of 9.5s. There's a lot of CSG 9.5, which we understand can be a 10. And yeah, we're going to ask that in a whole nother question. So here's just some examples of what we got at the auction last week. We got this cool Jaren Jackson auto that you can see. I don't know what else. We got this Hulk Hogan. This is a pretty good one. Hulk Hogan PSA 10. Lionel Messi. Here's a Messi. What's that? PSA 9. We also have a ton of Sports Illustrated for Kids cards that were in my son's original collection that we have now. We've got about 50 of them. You can see this nice Michael Jordan card. We've got a lot of Olympians, and you mentioned Olympians on one of your shows, and we've got a lot of Olympians. I was very involved in the Olympic movement as president of USA Triathlon for a while, so we're excited about the Olympics next year in Paris. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. This was the original card closet, though, and now it's going to be our shipping room where we have our boxes all lined up, and we're pretty ready to go. We have the URL cardsaholic.com. So we are cardsaholic.com. We're going to get on eBay shortly and start selling. So that's it. Not much of a video for this, but now I'm going to stop and turn it over to opening the crazy, wonderful package we're excited about. Thanks, Paul, and everybody. So welcome back to our part 2 of our show. And my wife reminded us, she doesn't want to be on camera, of course, that all of our basketball cards are in the dining room. So this is an enormous dining room table that we have that is covered in basketball cards, which she has recently alphabetized amazingly. The A's, B's, C's, D's, etc. These are cards that are really junk cards mostly, but she wants me to go through and see if there's anything valuable. But in the meantime, she's going to grab the camera and I'm going to open the box, which is what I'm really excited about. So this is the box. All we did was open it up and taking the paper off. And it says, oh, this is nice, except for, Barry, thanks so much for being, I don't have my glasses on. What's it say?
My handwriting sucks.
Thanks so much for being a premium member. There is no off season, and boy, do we know that. And we are so excited. So what is this? Okay. My wife always opens our boxes because I'm pretty much don't take good care of it. So we really appreciate this. And even if we weren't getting this package, Paul, we would be anxious to be premium members because we think we should support you. And yeah, you're a good guy. You give good advice. Oh, baby, this is fun. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got a Top Stadium Club 2020 baseball. Is that 2020? Okay, I'm going to put on my wife's glasses so I can read all this. 2022 baseball. We've got Mosaic Panini, our chance to go to the Super Bowl. Kid Reporter. All right, Cade Cunningham, who we do love and value. And it looks like a whole package of cards here. I will not go through all of them, but to start with a Cade Cunningham rookie card. Love Cade Cunningham, love the Pistons. Yeah. Here we've got a Score 2022 Panini card pack, another Top Stadium. And lastly, what the heck is this? Okay, I'm going to have to get a knife for this one, honey. Sorry.
Yeah, Barry, I ran out of box cutters. I apologize. I'll have to get you some box cutters. Normally they're in there in the premium packs, but I ran out. But I think this is a good slab. I think this is a good slab.
Feel like oh, yeah. Really? This is great, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul and Chad and everybody. And Connor, you guys are great. Well, I'm going to destroy this. But a 2020 LaMelo Ball PSA 10. And we are high as heck on LaMelo Ball right now. We know he's going to come out strong. His first big performance or second, we're going to sell at cardsaholic.com, actually on our eBay store. So thank you very much, Paul, Connor, Chad, Lefty, everybody. We're big fans. Keep up the great work. You're super motivational. Later. Bye.
We love you, Barry. Welcome to the family, man. You and Jody, cardsaholic.com, all you've got going on. I mean, great work. That just reinvigorated me. That was awesome. That's why I love this show. This is your show, everybody. This is the audience's show. So great work, Barry Siff. Hopefully that is just the beginning of a lot of work that we can be doing together to help each other out. We really appreciate your support. And we're going to send you a lot of gear for the shows that you're going to. And I got to say, we love the Kevin Durant jersey. We love the energy. I want to be you. I strive to be you. So I'm going to, I don't have a situation where I can have that many cards laying around my house. But as a kid, I always loved in DuckTales when Uncle Scrooge would jump into the pool full of coins and money. And I feel like that's what you're doing in your living room there, Barry, except it's with sports cards. So great work, man. Please keep it coming, and more to come. We know we've got some questions of yours and Jody's to answer on the Overflow show tomorrow. So, all right. You're getting a lot of support, a lot of love in the live chat. For those of you who aren't with us live, drop a comment below at youtube.com/Paul Hickey. Give us a like, give us a follow. DM me at Sports Card Strategy. We've got 2 more submissions for the day. Up next is Marty, the Friel Deal, always bringing it strong. Marty, what do you got for us today, man?
Hey, Sports Card Strategy Show and Tellers. I am here to show and tell you what not to do when it comes to your sports cards, because I'm hoping that you can learn a few things from my last 9 months foraying back into the hobby, so that you can not make the same mistakes that I've made. So here's what I'm going to talk you through today. I've got my collection of junk cards down here that, let's get right to it. This is my leftover pile of unopened boxes that I bought over the last 9 months, thinking, it's going to be fun, get back into the hobby. Let's see if I can find some winners. Don't buy wax. Because what happens when you buy the wax as an investment, of course, buy wax if you want to have some fun, if you just like ripping, if you have some kids that you want to open some cards with, that's obviously something you can do for the fun of it. If you're looking to make money, this pile right here, you might as well just light it on fire if you're going to open it. I might just turn around and sell these back on eBay just to get the money out of it to put into some cards that I think could make me some money. Because here's what happens. You end up with piles like this. And piles like this. These down here are player lots of players that I have learned maybe are desirable. They might have a market for themselves. I'm going to try to put them on eBay ahead of the season and maybe right as the season starts so that I can try to see if I can get a few bucks out of them. And then buy some more desirable cards. I'm going to try a collection of buy it now, OBO, auctions, free shipping, a bunch of different things to see what makes money. And I will certainly report on the results. These are different player lots, including down there in the case are a bunch of 2022 rookie lots. That I'm trying to just see if someone wants to buy them while they're still the main rookie class right now. And then up here, you've got all my team lots. I'm not entirely sure if these are going to do much for me. I have sold a couple of team lots in the playoffs and things of that sort last year for $20 or so each, which I didn't think was terrible. But again, if you're trying to make some money doing this, don't do this. If you do this, you end up with this. And it doesn't make you a lot of money. You end up wasting your time sorting cards, trying to sell things for $20 just to get $20 to buy a good $20 card. Learn from those of us that have made mistakes. Don't do the same thing if you're looking to try to make money. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, Marty, the Friel Deal. Very true. Very true, my friend. And this is actually probably a great time to plug Sports Card School, because Sports Card School is dropping in November. We're going to be dropping lessons for premium members. So if you are a premium member and you're in that free 30-day trial period, stay subscribed, because you not only get the premium pack that Barry Siff showed you, but you also get Sports Card School essentially for free as part of your membership. If you're already a premium member, it's just a value add for you. And if you're not a premium member, it's a reason to join yet again, because at Sports Card School, we're going to be talking through the stuff that Marty just talked about. And we're going to be helping people like Barry, who just got back into the hobby after a hiatus and is all in. So as you're going all in, as you're spending your hard-earned dollars, we want to help you not make mistakes. We've made the mistakes. Marty's not the only one who made that mistake he just showed you. Don't buy wax and rip wax as a sports card investment. If you have a beat on a sealed box of any kind or a case of any kind that is already selling on eBay for a particular price and you can get it for less than that, or you know that you have a gut feeling based on historical data and pattern recognition that you can buy something directly from the manufacturer and then sell it sealed on the secondary markets for more than that. That is a sports card strategy. Ripping wax, participating in breaks, those are not sports card strategies. I'm not saying they're not a great part of the hobby. They are a great part of the hobby. The hobby would not be the same without them. We wouldn't have the singles have the value that they have that we buy and flip without the wax. We need the wax. We love the wax. I'm just saying Marty's right. Ripping it is not a sports card strategy to make money. So at Sports Card School, you're going to learn a lot of different things. That is going to be one of about 100,000 things that you'll learn about how to make money flipping sports cards and not waste your money and not waste your time. And speaking of great things that you can learn, a lot of the great things you learn here are for free. And another one coming up here for free from the one, the only Dr. Crack Chad Gill. He is going to show you what he does with his eBay watch list. Chad, take it away. You're the last submission for the day. No better way to end the show than with Dr. Crack. Take it away, man.
Morning, Sports Card Strategy Show and Tellers. Today, I thought it might be kind of fun to take a look at Dr. Crack's watch list on eBay. So we're going to roll through this pretty quick, try and get through it. I have 73 cards currently in my watch list. So we're just going to get to it. A lot of these are optic hollows. You got Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, you got a Kobe Mayo prospect auto, Tua, Hurts, Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields. You got a Jackson Churio Sapphire, LaMelo Ball, optic hollow, Jalen Hurts, Kobe Mayo, Jason Tatum, Cam Thomas rookie ticket auto. You got a John Morant optic hollow. You've got, I went a little too far there, Breece Hall optic hollow. Derek White optic hollow. Trey Murphy rookie ticket auto variation. Keith Colt, Christian McCaffrey. This is the Giannis NBA Hoops, but it's the glossy version, which is a much more rare than the standard variation. Jalen Brunson, Silver Prism, Alex Ovechkin, Young Guns, Cade Cunningham, Devin Vassell, John Morant, Silver Prism, another James Wood, Sapphire, Terry Eason, Swift, Delvin Cook, Shea Gilgeous, Kobe Mayo, Giannis Prism, Jace Young Auto, Shea Silver Prism. You got a Giannis Prism, John Morant Optic Hollow. The John Morant Fast Break Layup Photo Variation. Much more rare card than any of his standard prisms or his silver prisms. Love this card, love this investment. That card has a big opportunity for some huge profits. Luka Doncic, Optic Hollow, and Tatum Optic Hollow, Joker, Prism Rookie. This here's a lot of 9 cards of James Wood, Bowman first. Giannis Select Rookie, Cade Cunningham Color Match, Blue Shimmer. Another Tatum, Cade Cunningham Red Mosaic with his red jersey on. That's a bit of a color match. I like that as well. Another Ja, another Jace Young. LaMelo Ball, Optic Hollow, John Morant Silver, Keldon Johnson, rookie ticket auto, Roman Anthony, Another Giannis. You got Brees Hall with a color match prism. Another Jace Young auto. Kevin Durant, Topps card. Then you've got Carlos Alcatraz. That's the Net Pro card. I think Lefty's got 3 or 4 of these. I'm looking for one at the right price.
Alcatraz.
Here's the red back version of the NBA Hoops. I really like that card. You got Durant, Tyus Jones in a silver prism, Shea in an optic hollow. You got Luka in the blue, yellow, green choice. You got the Giannis. There's the gold version of the NBA Hoops. Jackson Holliday auto. And you got the red, white, and blue Ja, and then another Jace Young. So just an idea of some of the cards that I'm looking for. Everything that was in the most recent article that I wrote is on my watch list, along with several of the baseball prospects. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a great week.
Dr. Crack, Chad Gill, you saw his watch list. He's got a lot going on there, people. I'm going to have to ask him some questions about why some of those cards are on his watch list. And in other news, Cam Thomas scored 14 points in how many minutes last night in the preseason? I know it's preseason. Connor hates it. Chad hates it. 27 minutes, 14 points. At one point, though, Cam Thomas had 11 points in 10 minutes. Not even kidding you. That's Cam Thomas. The reason I mentioned Cam Thomas, guys, is because he was my super sleeper. I was buying his Contenders Optic rookie ticket autos in May of 2022 for about, I don't know, $15 or $20 each. I got them graded at PSA. They came back 8s, so they weren't good, but I listed those cards for sale. I was all in on those cards, about $40 a card. I listed them all for sale during his 3 40-plus point games in a row last season, and each one of them sold for about $120. So I made a significant profit off Cam Thomas. I'm not saying that that's a safe sports card strategy, because you have to have the right card of the right player at the right time. And I'm telling you that they were the right cards. He was the wrong player for a long time, and then he was the right player for about a week, and that's when I sold him, and that was the right time. So the small margin for error was the player and the timing, but I had the right cards, and so you can make money. Devin Vassell, not Vassell, Chad. Devin Vassell, I believe is how you say it. Put up 25 last night in the preseason game. Victor Wembanyama's 3rd preseason game. Gary Underwood from Hoops and Cards. Check out hoopsandcards.com. Gary is very high on Devin Vassell. He's one of his guesses to go to potentially great in his 4Gs. Check out more of Gary's content at hoopsandcards.com and subscribe to the Hoops and Cards pod for sure, because it's that time of year. Chad and Gary say it's not too late to be buying NBA breakout players or even safer players like Jason Tatum. So great show today, everybody. More to come on Monday's Sports Card Strategy Show, where we've got the full lineup. Myself, Chad, Lefty, and Connor will be with you. And no guest, just the 4 of us. So we're pumped to break things down on Monday. Stay tuned for that. And tomorrow's Overflow Show. Many of you have questions on the Overflow Show as premium members. We're going to bring you strong answers. Don't forget to text Sports Cards to 1-833-992-5727. That's Sports Cards, not Cell Alerts. Don't text the word Cell Alerts, guys. Text the word Sports Cards to 1-833-992-5727 for your Cell Alerts. Get a premium membership now if you don't have one. It's a free 30-day trial. You can decide whether you love it or hate it at nooffseason.com. And of course, the sports card rankings and a lot of other content are free to help you build your sports card investment portfolio. For Connor, for Sonia, for Chad, for Lefty, for everybody else in the nooffseason.com sports card network, I'm Paul Hickey. Everybody, thanks so much for being a part of the Sports Card Strategy Show and Tell. Have a great day.